Well, there you go. That just sums it up. Man, oh man, Game 4 just ended between the Washington Capitals and the Tampa Bay Lightning. And just like that, we all thought this was so strange. The Capitals were up 2-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Just like that, the Bolts win back-to-back games and now going back home. Game 5 tied up at 2. The series will have a Game 6. It will be on Monday. Can't wait, but I am a little disappointed. Going to Washington, honestly, the thing about this, the bad news was the Caps have a horrible home record, and that continues. Going home right now, the Caps, I believe, are 3-5 at home now. That's not good. But the lucky thing is, it's a best of 2 out of 3 at this point. It's a best 2 out of 3. 2 of those games, yes, are in Tampa, but with their 7-1 record in Tampa, on the road, could that be a problem? So honestly, I just watched the game, so I'll be able to give a little bit more in-depth review on Game 4 compared to Game 3. Game 3, the final score was 4-2 for Tampa, but we'll kick things off. First period, Steven Stamkos gets his 6th of the playoffs from Hedman and Point, which was also on the power play. That's the only goal in the first. In the second, Kucherov gets his 7th from Hedman and Stamkos. That was also on the power play. 2-0 Tampa. Hedman gets his first from Kucherov and Palat. 3-0. Connolly gets his 4th from Stevenson and Niskanen. 3-1. However, that Point seals it with a 6th goal of the playoffs from Johnson and Coburn. 4-1 Tampa. Kuznetsov gets a late third period with 9th from Oshie and Lars Eller. Lightning win 4-2. It's 2-1. Caps needed Game 3. Yeah, I'd said this in, I think in this, my first recap. Caps needed Game 3 to go up 3-0, and they had 4 straight chances to eliminate Tampa. He lost Game 3. And he won Game 4, he got 3 chances, but not as good as 4. That's not going to happen, though. You only have 2 chances at the most. Shots that game, Washington let the shot total 38-23. Power play, Tampa went 2 for 5, and Washington went 0 for 3. Penalty kill, Tampa was perfect on their penalty kill. They went 3 for 3. Washington went 3 for 5. Vasilevskiy made 36 saves on 38 shots for a save percentage of .947. Holtby made 19 saves on 23 shots with a .826. So, just like after the first 2, Holtby kind of came back down to earth. His record and stuff kind of dropped. Vasilevskiy rised. Tampa took Game 3. I didn't watch Game 3, so I really don't know. But like I said, I have a lot for Game 4. So Game 4, man, I got a lot to change. Just give me a second. I'm sorry. Sorry about this. I didn't mean to do this. So Game 4, I watched the entire game. I missed like a couple seconds at the beginning of each period. That was about it. First period, we'll get started. Orlov gets his 2nd from Oshie and Niskanen. Open up the scoring. That's what the Caps need. The Bolts kind of did start off the beginning of the game a little bit better, but the Caps quickly catched on. But then Just like that, they got the crowd on the feet, but a minute and 10 later, Point gets his 7th on the playoffs from Gordon Johnson. It was a nice goal, nice setup by the Bolts. Just like that, it's tied up. I'm like, oh crap, come on. But then it gets worse. Stamkos gets his 7th on the playoffs from Point and Miller. Power play goal yet again. Tampa is all of a sudden it's up 2-1. Then I'm like, oh my God, Washington, you just had the lead, and now this. So at the end of the first, the end of the first, 2-1 Bolts after the Caps scored first. The Capitals, and they need to pick it up. Their power play before going to this game, it was 3 for 10. Not the best, but not that bad, 30%. And it just got worse at all. They had 3 straight power plays. Not consecutive, like back to back to back, but it was close. 3 straight power plays, and they could not score once. I think they had 9 shots in total on the power play tonight. 5 for sure in the first one, 1 on the second. And that's frustrating. Just for a Caps fan to watch, I'm not a Caps fan, I'm a Habs fan, but like I'm rooting for the Capitals. 3 straight power plays and nothing to get on. Second period, Kuznetsov gets his 10th out the playoffs from Ovechkin and Wilson, and this is where it kind of got. The Caps had a very good start to this period. They had a very good period in general. The pace, obviously, it picked up in the second. It was a big game. It wasn't until, here it is, 9:55 left in the second. 9:55 left in the second till Tampa got their first shot in the second period. All in all, it was a total 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 5 seconds it took for Tampa just to get a shot on net. And that's just says the way Lightning played in that second. It was all Caps in that second period. First period, I thought it belonged to the Capitals as well. The Bolts had some great penalty kills, and I thought it was to the Caps as well. Third period, so it's tied game. I was thinking this was going to overtime. I'm kind of happy it didn't, but Killorn gets his 3rd from Palat and Sergachev after a power play. Took him from Lars Eller. That's his 4th in 2 games. They gotta start talking to him. And then Cirelli scored a 2nd, which was an empty netter. So Tampa won 4-2. I'm happy for Tampa because the people on the Bolts team itself, I'm happy for them, but I just hate the team in general. And also it's the Capitals. I mean, if Bolts are up against the Penguins, I'd be rooting for the Bolts all the way. The Capitals, I just don't know. They had a solid game, but they couldn't win. They had a good start, but then they let it slip away, tied it back up, and then they let it slip away again. Power play, the Caps went 0 for 4 on the power play. Necessarily, they kind of went 0 for 5 with the extra man attack with like the last 2.5 to 2 minutes of the game. So you kind of could say that they were 0 for 5. The penalty kill, they were 50, 1 for 2. Couldn't get the job done. And it's disappointing to see. Tampa nearly went perfect on their special teams tonight. 4 for 4 on their penalty kill. Tampa's getting better on their penalty kill. Washington has to find a way to get going again. The power play is so solid, they went 1 for 2. Shots in that game, 38-20 for the Capitals. The Caps dominated in shots. The second period was theirs. The third, they kind of slipped off. They kind of slipped off the gas. Because, hear this, the shots were like about 30 to like 12 or 13. Give or take about like that shot total at the end of the second. That was like the shots. And then they let it slip in this third period. Holtby went 16 saves on 19 shots, .942 save percentage. The goals that the Bolts scored, I don't blame him. The last one on the Killorn, he should have maybe had that one. But the point goal and the Stamkos goal, it would have been a miracle if you saved that. Those are two good goals. It would have been hard enough to save it. I don't blame him there. Vasilevskiy, 36 saves on 38 shots for a .947 save percentage. Vasilevskiy's on fire. And that's the worst case scenario right now for the Capitals, where Vasilevskiy is playing like this. I'll be straight out honest. A lot of people are saying this about the Knights and the Jets. The only reason why the Knights are there is because of Marc-Andre Fleury. I'm going to say this right here, right now. Don't judge me. The only reason why the Bolts were able to maintain that lead was Vasilevskiy. He's the only reason why he kept them in. 36 saves tonight. The Caps were all over them once again. He plays phenomenal, and that's a big reason why the Bolts tied the series again. The question is, how is he going to be back at home? You know, they can easily change. So overall, the series, I'm excited to know that there's going to be for sure a Game 6. I like to see lengthy series. The Bolts power play. The Bolts are so far 6 for 14 on the power play, just shy of 50%, and 6 for 14 on the penalty kill. No, that's not right. Sorry, 11. The penalty kill's picking up. The Capitals power play is falling apart. 3 for 14. The penalty kill 8 for 14. Shots in total. The Capitals lead the shots in total 145 to 99. 46 extra shots in this series, yet they're tied. Vasilevskiy has definitely picked it up for the last two games. Goals and points in total. Stamkos has 2 points. Stamkos with 2 goals. Point with 2. Hedman with 1. Kucherov with 1. And Killorn and Cirelli with 1. Points in total. Point with 4. Stamkos with 3. Hedman with 3. Kucherov with 2. Johnson with 2. Palat with 2. Miller with 1, Sergachev with 1, Gourde with 1, Corburn with 1, Killorn with 1, and Cirelli with 1. The Bolts scores, they're finally coming up. Capitals, Kuznetsov has 2, Orlov with 1, Connolly with 1. And this is just the last 2 games. Points in all, Kuznetsov 2, Oshie 2, Niskanen 2, Ovechkin 1, Wilson 1, Eller with 1, Stevenson with 1. Vasilevskiy has had a pretty awful 2 first games. He allowed 10 goals on like 7. He's stopped 72 shots in the last 2 games, making 72 saves on 76 shots. That might be wrong because somewhere said it was 74. So I might be wrong. I might have not added the shot total when I was collecting up the stats on this game tonight. Holtby has made 35 saves on 42 shots in this series. no, the last 2 games. Sorry, .826 save percentage and a .842. Vasilevsky has stayed at .947 for 2 games. The Capitals, to me, they need to get their power play going, and they need to try to find a way to break through Vasilevsky. Pause the Bolts. The Caps. That's what they need to do. You need to try to break through Vasilevsky, get your power play going again. And try to tighten up that defense. Try not to take a lot of penalties because you know what Tampa can do. If I was the Bolts, even though they went 4 for 4 on the penalty kill, try to stay off that. Get more shots. That's really all I have to say. You're playing what you came back in these last 2 games. You're scoring. You're being defensive. Try to get more shots. You were outshot by 18 tonight. And then you were outshot the previous game in Game 3 by 15, I believe. That's not really the greatest. Won the game, but still you need to try to make your opponents tired. So this game goes back to Tampa for Game 5 on Saturday. There will be a preview to Game 5 in general Saturday morning. Expect that. There will also be a series recap late tomorrow / as well early Saturday morning for Vegas and the Jets. Game 4 is tomorrow. Should be another good one. And that's what I say. I'm not shocked to see Tampa was able to come back because, in my opinion, of all teams in the playoffs, even at the beginning, I thought Tampa could be like if not the only team, maybe besides Nashville, maybe besides Winnipeg, to come back from like a 2-0, 3-0 series to win. So it's officially a best 2 out of 3 from here on out. Capitals have a sort of favorite. It's in Tampa. That's not good, but they are 7-1 on the road, so that might improve. So that's all there is. Tampa wins 2 straight games, both 4-2. They outscored their opponents 8-4. Vasilevsky stands on his head. I think he stole. Okay, maybe not game 3, but Game 4. To me, I watched the game. He stole it for the Bolts. He stole that game for the Bolts. So that's really all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. Let me guys know what you think of the series. What's going to happen? Are the Capitals doomed? Are they going to lose? Or are they going to bounce back from this and win? Both 2 teams realize they're now 2 wins away from the Stanley Cup Finals. 6 wins away from winning the Cup. I also know that they're 2 losses away from it being over. So, it's going to be tough. We'll see how the game tomorrow night. Like I said, let me know what you guys think of the series and what's going to happen. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you guys for watching.